Hi there, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Get Your Ass Up and Move Fitness and Nutrition podcast. I am your host, peta-gay Barrett with Barrett Fitness, and on this podcast, we discuss fitness, nutrition, overall health, and overall well-being. As you guys can see, for those of you who are watching this video, I have another boss babe with me. I have Coach Kirsten. Hi, Kirsten.
Hey, peta-gay. I'm so happy to be here.
Awesome. Well, thank you for the opportunity to speak with you, as today we will be talking about fitness or women's fitness over 50. And is that you are over 50, correct?
Yes, I am proud to be 55 years old because, once you hit a certain age, it's like you're proud to work hard for it, right? And so there's no shame in your age.
That's awesome. And whether we like it or not, 50 is coming for all of us. So
right. What's the alternative?
That's right.
We don't want to talk about. Right.
Well, thank you, Coach Kirsten. I appreciate this opportunity, and we're going to roll right into it. So tell us, where exactly are you joining us from today?
So I live in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Okay.
And I had a great, awesome, busy day today. I was outside for 2 of my boot camps today because in Charlotte, love the weather here. It's cold and crisp in the morning, like 35, and then it warms up to like 50, 55 in the afternoon. So I can actually be outside teaching in the middle of winter here in Charlotte. So I'm very grateful about that.
Awesome. That is amazing.
Love Charlotte.
Yeah, but Atlanta is the same weather. I actually went out today for a little sunshine.
Isn't that nice?
Yes, exactly the same weather. So tell us a little bit about yourself. I know you're a personal trainer, fitness instructor, you're a mom, you're a wife. Tell us a little bit about Coach Kirsten.
Yeah, I just, I've been in fitness forever. Started out as a hobby. I did part-time, worked full-time. I did it after work, and it went from a hobby to a jobby when I decided to do it full-time. I got certified. I've been a certified personal trainer for about, 20 some years, 23, 24 years.
Wow.
Certified health coach and boot camp instructor. I lead virtual and in-person boot camps and trainings. And yes, I'm a mom of 3 adult children. I've been married for 31 years. I've got my office assistant, Zeke, who I talk about in my videos. He's my dog. So yeah, pretty busy, but glorious. I thank the Lord for my life every single day. I love it so much, how much He has blessed me to be able to do something that I love, that I have a passion for, and that I can help people achieve their goals every single day.
That's
wonderful.
right. So when we think about, like giving back, it's not one of the things that we think about. And it's amazing that you say that, Kirsten, because we are actually helping people to change their lives, to achieve their goals, just to do things that they may not know that they're able to do. So that is a good point.
Oh, peta-gay, just to see people affected, their lives changed by commitment, by dedication to working out and to their health. I have seen lives completely change, because when you change one aspect of your life, whether it's physical, whether you lose weight or get stronger, it affects all areas of your life. It's
right.
Mind, body, spirit. It's all connected.
That's right.
And so when you improve one aspect of your life, it affects your whole life. And it's so cool to see, and it's cool to be a part of. And it's very humbling to know that you are on a journey with someone, that they are depending on you to help in their health and wellness journey. It's a great honor. I look at it as a great honor.
Yes. And as we speak about, because the topic of discussion is women's fitness over 50, even more so for women, right? Because we take on so much. You're a wife, you're a mother, you bring the children into this world, right? You go through pregnancy, there's so many changes that our bodies go through. So to be on that journey with a woman in particular, that's just a great gratification, right?
Well, I must tell you, being a woman, like, our bodies go through so many changes, like you said. going from young woman to pregnancy, probably to, I mean, I hate the term like middle age. I hate it. So let's avoid it.
Yes.
So like 30s and 40s, and then you get, you know, premenopausal and then menopausal. So your body's like this, right?
Yes.
And we have to learn how to manage it every step of the way. But what I have found is if you can keep a good routine, a good regime, and just keep your fitness going, eat healthy, get good habits, and keep it going, you are going to be so far ahead of the game than if you're getting up and down, like getting off your routine and then back on it again, because your body's like, wait a minute, trying to catch up. So if you can keep going, keep it like this, you're going to go through it a lot better. But I remember when I was pregnant, I was like, my body is alien to me. I'm like, it's doing things I have no control over. I gained 5 pounds like in 1 week, and I'm like, I don't do anything different. Like it was just alien to me. And it's kind of not quite the same way, but when you hit menopause, like your body's going through so many hormonal differences. You're like, wait, this used to work back then, like 10 years ago, or even 5 years ago, when I would watch what I eat and like upped my cardio game. Boy, I could lose like 5 pounds like that. And now it's like, not so much.
Right. And we'll touch on that. Right. We'll touch on that a little bit in the conversation, but let's get back to Coach Kirsten. What inspired you to get into fitness? Where did you find that motivation to get into fitness?
I've always loved fitness. Growing up, I was always involved in sports. And I don't know, it's just inside of me. And it wasn't just fitness, it was helping other people be in fitness. It was instructing, it was leading, it was coaching. It was just inside of me. And after I had my second child, who's now 22, I was like, I want to turn this into a full-time thing. And I was actually praying. And I was like, God, please. I was in communication, and I was a writer, and I was a television producer actually for the news. And I was like, I wanted to get I wanted to go into physical fitness. And I'm like, Lord, how can I help people? How can I help them with their goals? And it literally just kind of opened up a door for me. And that's why I got into it full time.
Wow. So it was really something inside of you. It wasn't like, oh, one day you watched a video or someone pushed you to do. Good for you. So growing up, which kind of makes me think about, you know, a conversation, the podcast I had last week with Coach Z, and for her, it started with her parents. Like her mom was an avid runner, you know, her family was all into fitness at a young age. Was that the same for you?
Yes. My dad was like a scholarship college athlete. My mom was always into fitness. I remember as a child going to classes with her. And now we're talking, this was a long time ago. That was like, I mean, classes were not as prevalent as they are now. And they were always very, very active. And now you know my age, but way back when I was young, they didn't have a lot of sports for girls. So I was on the cutting edge. Like I was on the first softball team. Softball, soccer, anything I do, basketball. Like I was on the first teams for the girls because it was finally available for us. I mean, isn't that hard to believe now that in just like my lifespan that we've gone from here to all the way up to women having so many opportunities now.
But do you think about even personal training, right? Because I guess back then, maybe even 20 years ago, women like us, I mean, look at us. Two beautiful, successful women sitting here talking about fitness and personal training. I mean, it's really new, right? It's amazing.
Peta-gay, it is. And it's so weird to think about because it's like, oh my gosh, the changes that have been made in just, like you said, the last 10, 15 years is huge. And it's so wonderful to see so many women part of the whole fitness industry. Right.
Yeah, it makes me feel good. Girl power is what I say.
Yeah.
Girl power. All righty, so let's get back into the fitness over 50. As you got older, what are some of the physiological changes that you notice? You know, we talk about menopause, we talk about getting pregnant. You know, I know for me, like when I hit 30, something went weird. not bad, but something changed. And I've never had children, so I can't talk about being, pregnant. I'm not at menopausal years yet, but I know it's coming. So what are some of the, what can I expect?
Yeah. Well, I mean, peta-gay, when you are an active woman and you take care of yourself, you eat well, you have healthy habits, those changes aren't going to be that huge. I mean, I feel like I'm blessed because I hear nightmare stories from some women who are like, I lost it. I lost my body. I can't do anything now. I have all these problems. And I'm like, I can't relate to that because my journey's been a smooth one, as I'm sure yours will be too. When you take care of your body, when you take care of your mind, when you have healthy habits in your life, those changes aren't going to be that big. And so that's something to strive for, is to get those healthy habits in place, maintain them. That would be my big advice here. Maintain them. Don't fall off the wagon, and then be like, oh, I got to take care of myself again.
Right. Make it a lifestyle. Incorporate it in your life. Make it a lifestyle. And then those transition will be smoother than if you were overweight or have high blood pressure, diabetes. I'm sure that just throws a wrench into it and make it even worse, right?
Amen, sister. Amen. Completely. It's really important to maintain healthy habits. Smooth sailing.
Right. And we don't have to do all these, crazy exercises. Like you said, just find something that you can do. You can do on a regular basis, 5 days a week. They don't have to do what we do. For those of you guys who are watching this video or listening to this podcast, we are personal trainers. We are fitness professionals. You're going to see us do crazy things on YouTube and Instagram or whatever. You don't have to do what we do, but just get your ass up and move and do something, right?
I love the name of that, by the way. I'm like, yeah, it rhymes. It like pretty much says it, right?
Right.
I love it. And I think that's the most important thing, peta-gay, is finding something you like to do. You like to dance? Find some videos or find somewhere to go dance. You like to strength train? You like to do classes? You like to do bar classes, spinning, whatever it is, find what you like to do and just do it,
right? Because and I even remember, even say like when I was in high school or something like that, and fitness was more about men and Gold's Gym and bodybuilding and stuff. These days, honey, there is so much.
Man, I remember that.
Say bar, Pilates, swimming, go for a walk, there's so many things out there for us now that men look at like, oh, that's girly stuff. There are things out there for us to do if you want to do something.
We are so blessed. Women are so blessed right now. Like you said, we used to go into the Gold Gyms and be like, okay, what could I do? I'm going to lift weights in the corner. It's like, or like we were limited to like step class or,
aerobics.
Yeah. And, we were so limited, but now the world is our oyster as far as finding what we really
and if you want to weightlift, you weightlift and don't have to worry about a guy judging you, because that's what we do as women these days, right?
It's wonderful. It really is.
Yep. So as we go in, talk about weightlifting, what do you say to that woman who says, I am a woman over 30, over 40 or 50. I don't want to weightlift because I think I'm going to get big and bulky. What do you say to that woman?
I would ask her a question and I would say, so do you think I'm big and bulky?
That's right.
And then she would probably say, no, why? And I'd be like, because I weightlift.
That's right.
I believe in the benefits of, I tend to do more endurance strength training, which is not super heavy weights and more reps, because I like the look of leaner muscles.
Yes, girl.
Plus it's, and plus it's more, that's better with classes. So when you're in a class setting, that just kind of rolls better. And I find most women like the endurance strength training. They like the way it looks. Listen, strength training will change your body like nothing else. Cardio will lean you down, but it will not change your body. Right. Strength training, it's all about, and I would ask that person, do you want to change your body? Do you want, and I tell them strength training, fountain of youth.
Yes.
I mean, honestly, like you can have the body of a, whatever, 20-year-old, right, maybe. Close to, but you can stay young looking and strong and lean by strength training.
Yeah.
And most of the time people are like, oh, okay, I'm
Right.
in.
And that's a good way to do it because we lead by example as fitness professionals, right?
Yeah,
Like if a
yeah,
woman is saying, well, I don't want to be big and bulk, I strength train. That's a good way of putting it, you know? And you have nice, long, lean muscles. And that's what I am about for women in general is,
yes,
doing endurance, strength training, not heavy weights. But
yes.
more reps, and that will give you, and it's a mixture of cardio and strength. Because you say the
Yes.
cardio, you may, drop weights, but that resistance is going to help you lean up or lean down a little bit more.
Absolutely, and boost your metabolism.
That's
You
right.
want a boosted metabolism so calories are burned in your body.
That's
You
right.
don't want a low, like we as women, sometimes women go back to, I'm just not going to eat. Like, I'm not going to eat and I want to lose weight. Well, guess what happens? Your metabolism goes way down, and then whatever you do eat, you hold on to. And so that never works. And I try to tell my clients, you have to eat to lose. And a lot of times they're like, I don't understand that.
Right. And which is, a big myth, Kirsten. Like a lot of women think eating salads, skipping meals, all of that foolishness. I mean, I hate to sound that way, but it's quite annoying to me. I eat
Yes.
at least 5 times a day, and I'm sure you do the
Yes.
same. The more you
Yes,
eat,
absolutely.
the higher your metabolic rate is. You eat the food, you
Yes.
burn it off, you replace it, and you lose weight, right?
That's right. Absolutely. Absolutely. But that is kind of like an older way of thinking. Like I remember thinking that when I was young, like when I was in like college or whatever, it was like, oh, we would go on these like grapefruit diets, or we wouldn't eat, we would just drink like Diet
Water
Pepsi
and
or
lemon.
Tab, right? That was back then when we were not as informed. I believe like the general population is very more well-informed about the health of their bodies. I don't know, maybe I'm assuming that, but I just think people are more informed now about what the right thing is to do. But I still have to keep reminding people like, are you eating enough? That's my first question when someone is like, I haven't lost any weight. I'm like, are you eating enough? And they're like, what?
Right. Yeah. I thought I need to starve myself to lose weight.
Exactly.
Which takes us into nutrition, Coach Kirsten. Is how important is nutrition to overall health?
I mean, you can't have good health without proper nutrition. You just can't. And that is especially as you get older. But nutrition is like 80% of your good health and wellness. Fitness is absolutely necessary, but you can't have just fitness. Like you can never outwork a bad diet. I know like everyone's heard that before, but you can't like eat crap and then go run and try to burn it off, because you could run 10 miles and not burn off the crap. And who's going to run 10 miles a day? So it's absolutely essential to get your eating in line, healthy eating. And I'm not about fads or diets. The word die is in diets. I hate diets. It's a healthy lifestyle. Learning how to eat right. It's knowledge. Knowledge is power. Get educated. And everyone's body is different, and you're going to learn what works best for you. And there's all kinds of things out now where you can actually go and get like DNA tested about like what works best for your body type as far as the foods that you should focus on. So there's a lot of advances in the medical area that can help people if they're struggling.
Or just simply trial and error. I know that's what I do. If I try something and it doesn't work for me, okay, this is just not going to work for me. This is, making me feel bloated, which is the issue that a lot of women have, right? And especially around a certain time of the month. I mean, I know that happens to me as a fitness instructor and someone who's, try to be as healthy as I can.
Oh, yeah.
I just get bloated and I'm like, you know what? I may want to limit this in my diet. So know your body and what works for you.
Absolutely know your body. Absolutely. And sometimes we are unaware that our bodies might have a sensitivity or an allergy that we don't really know about, whether it's dairy or gluten, until like if you do feel bloated, it's like maybe keep a little journal as to what did I have today? And maybe you do have a slight dairy allergy and you get it out of your diet and then see how you do. I do shred challenges every other month. And they're associated with the nutritional component of my business, which is Juice Plus, which is basically fruits and vegetables That's it. And it's not supplement, it's food.
Mm.
But in the shred, we get rid of dairy, gluten, caffeine, and sugar. And we focus on, plant-based foods, lean proteins, lots of water, good sleep, exercise every day. I mean, I love the shred because it's basically how we should be living most of the time anyway.
That's right, and the myth is people are afraid of carbohydrates, and it's because they're not educated about carbohydrates, because all fruits and vegetables are carbohydrates.
They're complex carbs. I mean, our body needs it for energy. That's why I'm like, they're not an enemy.
That's right.
They're not, unless you like keto, and a lot of people like keto, which is straight up protein. I happen to love my complex carbs. I love my fruits and veggies. So
I'm a carbohydrate girl all day long.
And they're so good for our bodies.
Yeah.
I mean, our bodies were meant to eat like that.
That's right. You talk about fiber. In my opinion, if you ever, it's not a food group, but fiber should be a superfood. Just that alone. If there's any one thing that's a superfood, fiber should be that. It has so many great health benefits, and we get it from fruits and vegetables.
Agreed. I think a lot of people don't get enough fiber because they're not eating their plants. They're not eating their fruits and veggies. Right.
So did you find, Kirsten, did you find that as you got older, you had to change the way you ate?
Yeah, I'll be honest, I wasn't as disciplined when I was younger because I guess I didn't have to be. But as I progressed in my profession, I learned a lot. Being ACE certified, you take your tests, exams, plus you have continuing education. So on my professional journey, I learned more and more and more and more. And so I'm thankful for that. And so as I learned more, I was like, there's some changes I need to make in my life. So I have done that. And I've also done it because, I've gotten a little older. I don't have the youth card on my side anymore, which means I need to pay extra attention, and I need to work a little harder for what came real easy for me, 10 years ago.
Right. Which you answered.
And I want to do it. So I'm doing it.
Right. You answered my next question, which you find that you have to just change the way your exercise routine, and some of the things that you did physically as you got older.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, God is so good. And I think the mechanics of the human body are so amazing. It is like a miracle if you think about our bodies. But I have to say, God, why did you make it so hard for us women as we get older to keep what we had going, to keep what we have going? You just have to work harder. So I'm kind of in that point now where I just have to work harder to maintain what I like as far as like physical fitness and how my body looks. And listen, I'm not over obsessed about how my body looks. I'm very happy and I'm very blessed and I'm very thankful. But there are certain guidelines that you kind of want to keep, or you want to look a certain way.
Of course.
And it just takes a little more work. I just have to work a little harder.
Right. And so I see you working out with your daughter, which just brings me so much joy. Whose idea was that? Did she come to you and say, Mom, can we do some of these workouts together? Or that was you like, girl, you need to get your butt up and move. How did that come about?
Yeah, thank you so much. She's awesome. And she wanted to work out with me. She was really excited about my channel. And she was like, she asked me, she's like, can I come work out with you, Mom? And she actually calls me Mur. It's not Mom, but she's so cute. And we're very different. Like, I'm fitness focused. I've owned my own gym before. I've owned my personal training business, fitness. Devin is not like that. Devin is completely different. And that's what makes it so cool. Right. Now, here's the thing, like, kids are sponges. So my kids saw me working out all the time. They saw me at the gym. They saw me running a business. So I never had to preach to them about the importance of physical fitness. They saw me do it and they knew the importance. So I've never preached to them. My actions spoke louder than any words ever could. So she works out now, not as much as I do because it's my business, but she works out with me. She knows how weights are important. She asked me to put a little routine together that she could do at home before bed for like 10 minutes. So yeah, she's awesome. We have a good time together. She's just keeps it real. Sometimes she gets salty and she's like, really, Mom? Like, we're doing it?
Well, she get a little salty sometimes. We all have a little salt in there somewhere.
Yeah, salt is good.
Right. Which is amazing because, you know, you set the example for your daughters and I mean, your children, and they're going to set the examples for their children. That's why I feel like it's so important to start at an early age. Because even if at some point she fell off, she have that, you know, that you instilled in her at a young age, she's going to get right back up and get back into it, you know, thanks to you for, you know, just putting that in her head as a child.
Yes, amen. It lasts your whole life. It's so important for kids when they're young enough to realize how important it is to stay physically active, because they'll keep it going.
Right.
It's a generational thing. Like my mom, I've done videos with my mom also. My mom's 82 and we work out together, and she uses her weights. She's got 8-pound weights. My mom looks great. So it's a 3-generational workout we'll do. Like we did some this summer. And my mom, her advice, when I asked her, I'm like, what's your advice for people? And she's like, keep moving.
Oh my God, I love it. I love it. I love it. Talk about girl power. And just, you know, because the men, it's like they dominate that fitness world for so long. We have taken over, boys.
Yeah, I think so. We're like,
and I think I saw a video. I think you guys were at the beach and you guys were like running up a hill or something like that. Was your mom in there?
Yeah, no, those were my kids. So they were my sons and Devin, and then their girlfriends.
Amazing.
And we all worked out together, and they're such good sports. And they just worked hard, and they were like, yeah, it was so much fun.
Good.
You know, college kids, they have so much like fun energy. It was just such a blast to work out with them.
Which is another important aspect of it. I spoke about with Coach Z last week, just having fun with fitness. Don't take it so freaking seriously.
That's right.
Oh my God.
No, have fun with it. Oh my gosh, it's nothing serious. I mean, proper form's important. I mean, stuff like that. But you gotta have fun with the music, have fun with the people around you. It's such a great connection tool. And I know with COVID, it's been a little bit harder, especially with gyms closing. We've been blessed here in Charlotte where we're still doing social distance boot camps, so we all still connect. I had my 1:30 boot camp, and I swear we had 3 different conversations going on. We're doing kickboxing, strength, and we're talking the whole time.
Right.
And there's something about that social health. It's health. It's like mental health, stress reduction.
Yes.
It's just so good having that connection. And it was fun. And you know what? That aspect of fun and the social interaction is just as important as the physical fitness part.
That is true. Which we're wrapping up here, but you touched on one of the last questions, mental health. How important is fitness and fitness to the overall health?
Oh my gosh.
Exercise and eating right. Do you think that contributes to mental health?
Absolutely. I mean, physical fitness, it's just as mental as it is physical. Right. There are a lot of counselors that will prescribe exercise instead of medication because it's such a huge stress reductor. It gets rid of depression and anxiety. Yeah. Physical fitness the benefits are real. It helps you sleep better, which helps you manage your emotions and moods better during the day. There's so many benefits. You have clearer thoughts, clearer memories. So yeah, the mental benefits of exercise are real. And you know, it's interesting. It does wonderful things for the brain as well. Like when you're an infant and you're just, born and your brain is growing, the more physical a baby is, the more they move, the more their brain grows. Wow. And so there are brain benefits to us even now as far as physical fitness goes. So brain health and physical fitness, there's been a ton of research lately on that. So the mental benefits are definitely real.
That's amazing. Amazing. Like you guys, you hear her. Just start small. It doesn't matter how old you are. We're talking about old 50 and over. You could be 60. You could be 70 years old. It's never too late to get up and start on a fitness journey. Right, Coach Kirsten?
Amen. Amen. You said that right. It's never too late.
Never too late. Yeah.
And tomorrow's a new day. Guess
That's
what?
right.
We get a new day every time we wake up in the morning.
That's right.
That's a great day to start.
That's right. That's right. That's right. And you have people like women like us in your corner, you know, like that's going to help you. And, you know, reach out to us on social media or wherever. I give out free information all the time. I'm sure you do the same, Kirsten.
Yes.
You know, whether
Yes.
it's Facebook or Instagram or wherever. But that said, where can the people find you, my beautiful lady?
You're sweet. I'm on Instagram, Kirsten QuickFit. I'm on YouTube, Kirsten QuickFit. And I'm also I have a Facebook page, Kirsten QuickFit. So you can find me on social media. I would love if you did.
Yeah. So go check her out, you guys. Kirsten, quick, Quick. And that's her handle for Facebook, for YouTube, and for Instagram.
Right.
Thank you so much, Kirsten. This has been a beautiful conversation. I love your vibe. I love your energy. I know that when I get to 50, which is I'm knocking on that door, that I don't have to worry about menopause, because overall I'm healthy and I exercise and I live and make it a lifestyle. So I'm excited to get to that next phase in my life. Thank you so much for this conversation.
I'm so glad. And it's all about that, staying positive and being excited about the next step, right?
Right.
Yeah, you're going to fly right through for sure. You're a go-getter, peta-gay.
Awesome. Any last advice, you know, for anyone out there who's listening?
Yeah, you know, like my mom said, keep moving. And it's every single day, you guys. It's not like once or twice a week. I mean, the American Heart Association says 30 minutes every single day. So keep moving.
That's right. Just keep moving. I say get your ass up and move. Coach Kirsten and her mom says just keep moving.
Yeah, it's the same message, right?
It's pretty much the same thing. That's right. That's right.
Yes.
So once again, thank you so very much, Kirsten. This has been an amazing conversation. And for those of you who are listening to this podcast, it will be recorded and posted on YouTube, where both Kirsten and I are. So you guys can hop on over and follow us and leave us a comment and subscribe to our channel. But until next time, you guys, Coach Kirsten and I, we are out.